Hey guys, good morning. It's Monday noon, 12:09. God, guess I don't have a job anymore, huh? I had to be up at 7 in the morning on my way to work. So anyway, I do plan on continuing my vlogs. However, now that I have a little bit more free time on my hand, I have surprisingly less time to think about what I want to do for my vlog. So I'm going to talk about what I did this weekend. The family went down to the Shore House. As most of you who follow my vlog know, I'm going to have surgery on Wednesday. So this is really my last opportunity of the season to go down to the Shore House and spend some time down there. So Regina, Johnny, and myself drove down, and Papa went down this weekend, and we hung out with Samantha and Chris and Nana down at the Shore House. It was a good time. It rained a little bit, but not too bad. It ended up being nicer yesterday, so we went to the Cape May County Zoo. And had a really good time there. I hadn't been there in a couple of years. Samantha hadn't been there in some time. So we had a good time there. And what was interesting is I think I've been there maybe 3 times in my life. Once was about 8 years ago, I'm guessing, and then once was a couple years ago, and then just this recent time. But they have an aviary, a bird exhibit there, and in that bird exhibit, one of the things they have is this big old crow that has these signs all over its cage that bird bites and things like that, and they keep it in a room by itself as you're leaving the exhibit. I think it's just kind of an afterthought, really. But for some reason, I've actually bonded with this bird. It sounds really weird, but I have. I used to have an umbrella cockatoo, so I am not afraid of birds. I know there are some people that are like afraid of birds, especially the larger birds. But I actually bonded with this bird, and this happened a couple years ago. And I remember the bird was there, and I thought, that bird might still be there, but I didn't really know what to expect. I mean, I hadn't seen it in a couple years, and it wasn't like I see it every day. It was just a bird I'd seen a couple years ago. But I went in there, and sure enough, this bird, from what it appears, remembers me. And not in just like it was nice to me. I mean, it was peculiarly nice to me. It followed me around, it spoke to me, it ignored other people. It literally would run back and forth from side to side of its cage when I would move to one side or the other. If I spoke directly to it, it would actually speak back to me. It was quite freaky. Samantha actually filmed some video of this, which I'm going to post up, and I might link to this video. So if you do watch this video through Facebook and you want to see that, follow the link to YouTube. I'll put it in the annotations, the link to the video of the bird interacting with me. But it leads me to this. I've talked about it before, pets and things like that. Talk about animals. I don't know if I've ever said this. I think I might have said I was afraid of snakes. I don't like snakes at all. I absolutely hate snakes. I had a bad experience with snakes when I was a kid, and it's one of those things that just kind of translated into my, my adult life. Kind of like Indiana Jones. If you guys remember the movie Indiana Jones, he didn't like snakes, and it was because when he was a kid, he had a bad experience with snakes. Well, kind of the same thing with me. Yet iguanas and other reptiles I have no problem with. I have posted up some pictures recently of me holding crabs that I found on the beach, and frogs I found on the beach. So I really have no problem doing that. But when it comes to snakes, man, I can't stand them. Now, I know there are other people out there who are freaked out by birds. And I don't have that at all. I mean, I've been bit by my bird. My bird was big. She had a big, mean beak, and she could, bite right through stuff. We used to literally give her 2x4s as toys, and she would shoot them up. That's what she did. And I had no problems with her whatsoever. I used to have a perch in the shower called a shower perch, and I would actually go in there and take a shower, and I'd take the bird with me. Not like that. Just, that's what you do. You shower the bird. Johnny's over here. But anyway, yeah, so I'm not afraid of birds at all. Dogs, I'm the same way with it. I got bit by a dog when I was a kid, and I don't blame the dog necessarily. It's the way the dog was brought up. It was the way the dog was taught. So I don't necessarily blame the dog. And I'm not really afraid of dogs. As I've said before, I'm not really a big dog person. I get along with them and all that. But not really a dog person. I'm more of a cat person. I've always had cats all my life, and I like the independence a cat has, where you don't have to feed it and walk it and do all that kind of stuff. Cat, you can kind of just throw some food out and leave it for a couple days and leave the toilet seat up, and it'll be fine. So anyway, talk about animals. Tell me about your experience with animals. Are you the dog whisperer, the cat whisperer? Do you like certain animals and not other animals? Are you afraid of animals? Tell me your experiences. I know Johnny's a big dog guy. He likes dogs.
Yep.
He's got a big dog on his arm, I think. Something. Woof woof. There it is. So anyway, tell me about your experiences, guys. Interested to hear about it. Tomorrow, Tuesday, I'm gonna roll out a little bit of a different vlog. I'm gonna do kind of like an account update, let you guys know what's going on, where I'm at, what's happening, and what I'm gonna be doing. So stay tuned for tomorrow. As always, remember, after you're watching the video, leave some comments down below so we can start some conversations with some people. It's been going really well. I want to mention that the sky is pretty nice out today, so it's looking good. As always, I want to thank my friends and family out there for supporting the vlog. To Regina, I love you. Samantha, I miss you already. Johnny, I miss you. Put your Crocs on. And have a good day, guys. Talk to you soon. Oh, by the way, if you guys know anybody hiring, I'm looking for a job. Okay, bye-bye.